Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video we're going to go to the next topic, that is list. So in my previous video on more on variables, I explained about the different kinds of variables that were list, tuples, dictionaries, integers, strings, booleans, etc. And in this video we're going to get more on list. So a list is basically a group of more variables grouped together. So to create a list, you use box brackets. So these brackets, I'll zoom in. So we use these brackets to create lists, and in this box brackets we can put anything. So we can put integers such as 1, or we can put boolean types such as 0.5. We can put strings, say hello, and we can even put boolean types such as true. So we can put a lot of things in list. You can put many numbers, you can put many strings, you can put many floats, booleans, anything. So this is how you create a list. And now you probably understood what it is. It's basically many things grouped together. So basically an integer, a float, a string, and a boolean type, all of this was grouped together and made a list. So now we have created a list, but now we need to put it into a variable. So we write a is equal to this. So now we created a variable a and it's a list. So now we can print this out just by typing print and in brackets a. Now let's run the code. So left click and run Python file in terminal. And we get 1, 0.5, hello and true in the terminal. So now we can also do a lot more things. So we can create more lists. So let's create one more list. B is equal to let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. And this can also be a list. So you can put anything in a list, doesn't matter. You can also, if you want, put a list in a list. So do that. So we have created a list B 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4, and we can put this list in here. So I put comma B, and we have added this list to this. So now if I run this, run Python file in terminal, and now, but before that I'll just print a again just in case, and run Python file in terminal. So we got an error because we defined the variable b after we created the list a. So that's also an important thing to remember in Python programs. You need the order of creating remains important. So what we do is just copy this and hit enter here and paste that here, and we hit backspace here, and now it should run without any problems, and we get 1, 0.5, hello, true, and we get a list in a list containing the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. So the order of creating variables counts. So if you put this b here, we're going to get an error. The b should be after this b should already be defined. So basically when the compiler reads it one by one, it first reads the first one, and then while reading the first one, it sees that there is a variable named b, but there's no b defined. So it'll give an error even though we have defined b down here. But so you need to put the b above this. So you need to first define b and then make the list containing b. So now we'll go into the functions with list. So lists have a lot of functions. So to do functions, like last time, just type a and dot. And then with the dot, you can use the various functions in list. Visual Studio Code shows me all the functions in here. So there's lots of functions I'm going to go through some of the common ones. So let's use a.append first. So you can see a.append and let's say hello. So the append function is a very common function, and the append function basically adds one more partition to this, and the partition, it puts the string hello. So now it's going to make one more partition here and it's going to put the variable hello. So to print it, we'll type print a again, because this a will print only this much, and when after we append this much, we'll print it again. So if we run Python file terminal, we get hello added at the last. So this is how you use the append function. And now you can also remove some if you want. So we can use a.remove function, and we can remove something from here. So let's remove, let's say we want to remove 1 from there. So to do that, a.remove 1, and we'll remove 1 from here. And as told before, to use any of these functions, all you need to do is type the name of the list. So the name of the list is a, and then a dot, and then the name of the function, and the name of the function is remove. Here it also the name of list a, and the name of the function append, and a dot in the between. And then what you want to append and the argument. So here the argument is hello, here the argument is 1. So now if we run Python file terminal, we have not printed it out yet. So let's print a, print a, and run Python file terminal, and we get the 1 is disappeared and starts from 0.5 this time. So the remove function removed the 1 from here. So that is the remove function. So we run the append and the remove function. And now there's one more common function, that's the pop function. So pop function is basically just the remove function, but it's going to remove the last one. So in pop function, we don't have any arguments. So it's just put parameters, and inside the parameters, don't put anything. So nothing inside the brackets. And it's going to remove the last. So in this case, it'll remove hello. So the pop function will just pop the last one. So let's run it, run Python file terminal, and it didn't do anything. That's because we didn't print it. So let's type print a and run Python file terminal. And we can see the last one, hello, was popped out. So hello was removed in the last run. So this is the pop function. And now these are the functions I'm going to discuss in the video. There's more functions such as a.reverse, which is quite common. So a.reverse just does what it says. So a.reverse will reverse it. So let's run it, terminal, and we can see it was reversed. So first it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's true, and then it's hello, and then 0.5. So it reversed the whole order. And then there's a.clear, and this also doesn't need any parameters. So a.clear does what it says. It clears the whole list, so it's going to empty the whole list. So run Python terminal, and let's print a here, and then run Python terminal, and we see the last one, there's just 2 boxes and there's nothing inside it. That's because we cleared everything inside it. And now there's a ton more functions. There's so many, I can't discuss all of them here, so I'm just going to go with these many. So if you're in Visual Studio Code, you can go through all of them: clear, copy, index, insert, pop, remove, reverse, sort. We're going to go through index too, but that's after a few seconds. So these are all the functions you can use. You can try them out using Visual Studio Code, or you can just Google them. So now we're going to go to indexes. So indexes were discussed in my last video on more on variables. I discussed indexes for strings. So for example, if I have a string, say hello or yo. So we have a string saying yo, and then so each string comes with a bunch of indexes. So the first index will be y, second index will be o. But that's not true, and that is because in Python and most programming languages it starts from 0. So just to make it more weird, the coders made it starting from 0. So it doesn't start from 1, it starts from 0. So if you type print b0, then it'll print y. If you type print b1, it'll print the second one, that's 0. So it starts from 0. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, it starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can print b and then put box brackets and 0. And now it'll print y. So if we run Python find terminal, we get y at last. So the b, so to do indexes, just type b, that is the name of the string. But now we're going to discuss variables with list in a moment. So the name of the variable, and then box brackets, and then the index. So the first one is 0, and then 1, and then 2, and then 3, and so on. So here there's only 0 and 1. So whatever, let's just remove all of this because we are concentrating on list. So a list also has indexes, except instead of just the letter, it will print the whole word. So if I print A1, it will print this. If I say A2, it will print 0.5. If I say, it will print hello, because it is the 2 is this, as it starts from 0. So 0, 1, 2. So it will print hello. If I say A1, then it will print 0.5. If I say A3, so 0, 1, 2, 3, it will print true. So let's try doing it. So we'll type print A box brackets and let's say 0. So it's going to print 1 here, but we have cleared it. So let's just remove the clear function, or else we're not going to get anything because there's nothing in it now. And so when we type print A0, we should get 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the list B. As we can see, it was last here, but we reversed it. So while reversing it, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 as the first one. So if we run this, run Python find terminal, A0 is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it printed the first one. Now if we try the second one, that is A1, we get true. So that was the second one. And then if I type A2, then it'll print hello. If I type A3, it'll be 0.5. And this is all about indexes. So you type the name of the list, and then in box brackets, you type the index. And now I've directly printed it here. If you want, you can assign it to a variable first. So we can write, for example, d is equal to a box brackets 1, and then print t. So this is the slow way of doing it, but if you want, we can just directly print it. So this is all about indexes, but there are times when you want to find out which index it is by just typing the word. For example, if I type hello, it should tell me which index it is at. So let's type, so for that we use the index function. That's what I told, we'll get to it in a moment. So let's say a dot index, and then in brackets, so in the parameters, you put the object. So for example, if I say hello here, it should print this hello. So let's just run this Python code, except for the fact that we need to print this out. So a.index will check where hello is, but it will also return an output So returning output will be the index. So to do that, we need to put that returned output somewhere. So we create a variable named, let's say, h. H is equal to a dot index hello. So the returned output will be equal to h, and then we can print h. And now if you run Python file terminal, we get 2 here. So hello is here. So 0, 1, 2. So we got 2 here. And now if you try something else, such as 0.5, which is the last one, we get 3. So 0, 1, 2, and 3. So this is all about lists and indexes and functions in lists. I hope you liked the video. You can explore more just by typing a dot, and you'll get access to all the functions in Visual Studio Code. But if in any other editor, you probably won't. So I hope you liked the video. Please hit the subscribe button, like button, and also hit the bell icon. Thanks for watching, and bye.